I don't see it. Okay, I'm there.
All right, here we go. This is Steve and Cedric talking to the band. I'm Steve. What's up, Cedric?
Hey, what up, Facebook world? How y'all doing?
Listen, man, we got a great show today. We want to give you a few announcements. I want everybody to call somebody, text somebody, tag somebody, let them know that Steve and Cedric are on live right now on Steve and Cedric talking to the band. I need you to call somebody, tag somebody, text somebody, let them know that we're on. Also, if you miss an episode, tune into our YouTube channel at Steve and Cedric talking to the band and like and subscribe to that channel and hit the alert button down at the bottom so you can get all the alerts on upcoming episodes and videos that we'll be uploading, and check out our playlist. Cedric, what else do we have?
All right, we are on Instagram and Twitter at Steve and Cedric talking to the number 2, the band. Let me say that again. That's Steve and Cedric talking to the number 2, the band. That's on Instagram and Twitter, y'all. Check us out.
Yeah. Listen, we got a great show today.
Man,
one of Rockford's own. Yeah, Rockford's own. I mean, he's a great young man. He's doing it really, really big.
Yes, sir.
We're so happy to have him. His father played drums here for many, many years.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
Donnie Hemby.
Yeah.
Providence Missionary Baptist Church.
Yes, sir.
Big shout out to them. And I think he played with you too, Cedric, right?
He did. You know, back in 1988, his dad played with Too Deep, our very first drummer. We had Chucky Charles, Damone, and Jimmy Wright. That was a big band, y'all.
Man, y'all was doing it up. I know it sounded great. Listen, also, he's the drummer for Jacquees on tour right now. I'm taking a little break now, but they were on tour. And he also played with Donnie McClurkin, Music Soul Child, Kiki Wyatt.
Yeah.
Oh, this man is doing it big, my man.
Yes, sir. Yeah,
hey,
nice.
DeAndre, I see you, baby.
Nice.
I see you. What's up, man? How you doing?
Hey, what's up?
We having a little trouble hearing you, DeAndre. You got to turn up a little bit, man. We have a little trouble hearing you.
Got me now? Y'all got me?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, we got you, baby. We got you now. What's up?
Man, I'm good, man. How y'all doing, man?
Good, man. Great, man.
We're so happy to have you on the show,
happy
man.
To have you, man. Thankful you showed up for our show, man. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to talk with you guys and just have a good conversation with with some hometown homies. Absolutely.
Yes, sir, man. Well, listen, we want to get right into it, man. I want to dive right into it. How did you land the gig with Jacquees? How did that all come about?
Oh man, well, getting into Queese's camp, one of my good friends, actually probably my best friend, my best friend John Jackson, one of the main MDs that I play with in Atlanta. We was already working together, and he had called me after he did a BET taping with Jacquees. He called me and the guys to do a quick concert release in New York with Jacquees, and it was really just supposed to be a spot date, and because Jacquees just wanted a live band for his album release. So we went in there and we did what we did. It was a good show, and then next thing you know, we had got a call about 3 weeks later. Quee said that he was going on a tour, and he wanted to try something new and take the band out. So we went out there, and we did rehearsals, and it just landed from there. Quee was just really happy with what we did in New York just off the concert release. And it's actually really interesting because that was actually a last minute call. Quee at the last second said he wanted a live band. So he sent us his catalog for the new album literally the day before our flight, and was like, everything was last minute. So the week of, we had got the call to do the concert release. He flew us out to New York. We ended up doing Sirius XM and the concert release, and we did those things. He loved us. We vibed, and he just locked us in.
Wow, man, that is great.
Yeah.
That's great. I mean, you know what? I hadn't had really a chance prior to us doing this interview to really check them out. So I sat back one night on YouTube. I caught a concert with Jacquees. You were playing the drums. Man, the band was hot. The show is big. I mean, this cat is really big out there,
Oh
man.
yeah.
He's doing it up big time, man. I didn't realize how big he was. I mean, I know he had some hits, but I didn't really realize just how big he was. And he has a really, really impressive show. And so how do you guys get so tight? I mean, how do you rehearse to get that tight?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Well, a lot of it is just straight chemistry. First thing first. Of course, as everybody knows, you learn the foundation of the music first, of course, foremost. You know, there's no show without that. And then Quee was so used to running with a DJ that he just pretty much gave us our creative control. So when it came to like building the show and just building the vibe, I was playing with guys that I play with on the regular. So it's not anything that we had to force as far as chemistry wise or force when it came to just building that good foundation to start a show. It was none of that. You know, we just walked into rehearsal. We just kind of knew what each other was going to play, what each other was going to feel like. Me locking in with my bro Trey Mitchell on bass, that was easy because we played together at church, and me and John played together. So it's just the camaraderie off the gig made the gig a lot easier when it came time to really, do what we need to do and work.
Man, you guys were tight, man. I mean, I know your dad for years. We played out there here in Rockford, man. When did you know or discover that you had such a great gift, man? Because your pocket is like incredible. I remember the first time I heard you play was at Mary's Place with the Morris. He had a show with 2D, and it was at Mary. Yeah, this was a while back. Yes. Yeah, man. So you was playing with him at Mary's Place. This was a few years ago, and I told Sonny, I said, babe, this guy, he's hot. He's got it. He's got that it factor, you know.
Yeah.
And so, tell us, when did you discover that you really had that kind of pocket and that kind of feel to play? But your playing is really big, man.
Well, that really came a lot from just being a sponge. So, of course, y'all know my dad is a drummer, and I was born into a musical family. My mom could sing, my sister could sing. Godparents could play keys and play bass. My god brother could play drums. Went to bass. My other god brother went from drums to keys and organ. So, being so locked musically into being so locked into all of those elements at a young age. Of course, you born with the gift, but when did I know that it was really something that it was rooted in me from God? Man, I had to say, really when I had the crossroads of sports and music. A lot of guys.
That's big. Wow.
A lot of guys, they we all play basketball, play football, play the community footballs and all that things. I did all of that, and it just came to a point where I remember I had to either put down drums a little bit more to really indulge in basketball, which is a hobby that I actually love. I just ain't got the hype for it now that I'm grown. It was either put down drums on a more regular basis to practice basketball, or put down basketball to really focus on drumming. And when that crossroad came, I didn't even have no hesitation to go with the sticks. I just knew it was something that I felt. It was something that just gave me, even at that age, just a calm and peace. Like I just knew it was just, it was something different on the inside of me.
Wow.
And it was just what I just knew I needed. I couldn't explain it. It's just, I just knew drums was what I was supposed to do. Like not go towards the sports way. I just knew music was the element.
Wow.
Hey, DeAndre, for all the young musicians out there, in Rockford land, since you are a Rockford native, man, and I'm a Rockford native, and we love Rockford, man. Kind of explain to them, the day, the life of a touring musician. What do you do a day? When you get up in the morning, how do you approach this concert you got, at 9 o'clock at night? What goes on?
Oh man, it's a lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of no sleep, a lot of everything. The typical day, I'll give two scenarios. I'll give a spot date and then I'll give an actual on tour. So a typical day on a spot date, you just fly in. Normally, management and everybody, then they're real lenient about flying you in the day of the gig. One for budget reasons, minimize costs, and then two, we ain't gotta take up people's time like that. Just fly us in. We do what we do. So normally, you be on the first flight out, get picked up, after you land. Sometimes, depending on the timing of everybody flying in, if people are coming in from different cities or coming in from the same city, they try to land everybody at the same time, so they'll take everybody to sound check. We sound check for 1 or 2 hours. That'll also be the rehearsal as well, for majority of the gigs. And you go back to your room, detox a little bit, relax a little bit, get you something to eat, chill, do whatever you want. Call time, they'll pick you up, escort you back to the venue, you do your set. They'll book you a room, of course, for the night. You already showered up, go back, chill out, relax, and then lobby call 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, first flight back out.
Wow.
And then
Wow.
that's a typical spot date. Touring is a whole different beast. Touring, if you're on a bus tour, most times than not, you're sleeping through the night on the bus. Well, really, you really ain't even really sleeping through the night, because the typical day starts at about 11 o'clock noon. You wake up in the next city. By that time, get off the bus. All your stuff should be there, set up. You should be good to go. You do sound check. Sound check don't normally run too long. You chill out for a second, change clothes, get relaxed, do what you need to do with the pregame. Like you said, show is normally at 9:30. So, your body needs to be fully up as if it's like 6 o'clock in the evening. So, do whatever you need to do to psych yourself and wake yourself up.
Yeah.
And excuse me if y'all hear my niece and nephew.
It's all right, man. It's all good. It's all
That's
good.
cool.
But oh yeah, they're my babies. You do that, and then you get ready for showtime, and you do what you need to do. You do showtime, and by that time, you walking off stage 11:30, midnight. And shower up sometimes at the venue. Sometimes you go back to the hotel. You'll hang out, you'll chill out, and then you really won't see your bunk until probably like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning. And then you sleep for the drive going to the next city. Then start the day all over again.
So it's constant movement all the time then. Constant movement.
Yeah, like when if you see the touring musicians who be posting pictures of their buddies sleeping like in the green room or sleeping during sound check or something like that, like all of that stuff is like really legit. Like you sleep when you can, cause the bunks are straight on the bus, but it's not like being in a hotel bed or being in your bed. So while it is sleep, it's not necessarily rest. So it's a lot of moving pieces, a lot of glitz and glam, and a lot of hype. But
Yeah.
for the most part, though, it is fun. Everything that you deal with off stage makes it worth it on stage when you get out there, and that crowd is just wanting you, one of your talents, your gifts, and your energy, and the show that you're about to give.
Nice. A big question I have, what advice would you have, for the young artists that's coming up in our town? There's a lot of talent here. What advice would you have for someone that's seeking, to be a touring musician, do this thing full time?
First advice that I can give, and It's funny. I was just having this conversation with our friend Daniel Fry yesterday at
Oh wow.
breakfast. Main thing that any up and coming musician would want to know really is that this game is 10% music and playing ability, and 90% how you are as a person, your professionalism, your social media presence, your hunger, everything about that. Like that's the main thing. Because for Atlanta, for LA, for Chicago, for New York, for the world, you got thousands and thousands and thousands of musicians that can play, thoroughly play.
Good.
But a lot of what separates who gets the call and who doesn't get the call is literally who you are as a person. We're on stage for an hour and a half at most. That means if we're going to sleep 6 hours of the day and we on stage for an hour, that means for 16 to 17 hours of the day, I have to like you.
Yeah.
I have to be approachable to you. I have to have a conversation and be cool with you and all of that good stuff. So who you are as a person is the main thing to breaking through. But then, of course, it is playing as well. So when you're playing, make sure you're rooted in everything. Don't be stagnant in just playing pop or just playing R&B, just playing gospel. Like, you want to transcend all barriers. You want to make sure that you're fluent, because if you're really trying to break into new grounds to where you want to be on the TV shows and you want to be on the BET Awards, Soul Train Awards, the Grammys and stuff like that, you got to literally be able to play everything. You can't just play what you're comfortable to. So a lot of times, I'll lock myself into music that I don't even care for. Just so I can, feel myself, slowly gravitating to that style of music, so I can, broaden my horizon as a musician. Of course, practice as much as you can. Every musician, not just a drummer, practice to a metronome. Practice, your different fields, your different time signatures. Don't just play, the regular 4/4, straight or swung. Play 3/4, play 5/8, play 7/8, play play 17 out of 8. That's actually a real bar too. If I
It is.
It's a real bar with a real song behind it. Like, play everything. Be so fluent in your drumming that if you were on a gig and the MD at the last minute say, "No, we're gonna change up everything," you ain't gonna go down in flames. That's like, you need to be fluent in everything, and then you also need to have the right attitude with it. A lot of musicians, and I'm not even gonna say Rockford, I'm saying just in general, a lot of musicians can't take criticism.
Wow.
You can't take criticism.
Wow.
You can't take direction, whether that's from your pastor, from your local MD. If you just flat out just can't, if I can't pull you to the side and say, "You sounded good, but this," and you take it as hate as opposed to me trying to genuinely help you, you're not ready.
That's good.
Wow. That's good stuff.
You're not ready.
That's
real. Yeah, that's real.
But the thing about the industry, everybody can play, so you're not going to get compliments. You're not going to get compliments.
So don't look for them.
The compliment, yeah, exactly. Said, don't look for them. The compliment is you getting the call.
Yeah.
So they're not gonna call you and then just hype your head and keep saying, "Oh, you sound good. You sound good. You're doing what you need to do." Nah, if they don't say nothing to you, you actually doing good. But when they do talk to you, and it might be negative, you can't get in your feelings. Like, you gotta have the tough skins. Like, I can give y'all a personal story of mine. Not too many people know this story, but I share it. When we recorded Donnie's live recording, the one that we just did, the one that he just dropped, we recorded in Orlando. A lot of people don't know that was one of the most strenuous situations, as far as preparation wise, because it was literally a 3-day situation. References and everything else like that had got sent out prior, and flights were on Saturday. And along with that, people had to program, people had to learn, people got church, other things that they need to do, other obligations. So we was flying out. No, flights was on Sunday. I'm sorry. Flights was at the church on Sunday. Flew out after church. Got to the venue. Technical difficulties. We couldn't even rehearse 2 songs. We had 9 songs that we were gonna do. We couldn't even rehearse 2 songs. Donnie got frustrated. He stopped the show. I mean, he stopped the rehearsal. There was just a lot going on that day. Emotions was high. Flights was delayed. Everything. It was just, imagine everything that can happen. Everything happened.
Wow.
Turn around Monday, 8:00 rehearsal. It was a lot going on. It was my first real big recording, so of course I'm nervous. So I had a moment where I lapsed. I got kind of lost in what was going on between following Donnie and following my MD. Just kind of got a little lost. And it came a moment Donnie got frustrated just because it's crunch time, it's a last minute thing. This is Monday morning. This is Monday afternoon now. We record Monday night at 8:00. Literally just one day of preparation. So Donnie's frustrated. He wants everything right as he wants, of course. I didn't deliver. He chews me out in front of everybody.
Wow.
Over the mic. So it's one of those situations you can't really get in your feelings. You got to be able to take that backlash. That's what separates the men from the boys, because a lot of people will get in their feelings and jaw back at him. And that would compromise the situation, or get in their feelings and still not deliver. No, like in those moments like that, you gotta be a man. Like, you gotta be like, okay, what do I need to fix? What do I need to change? What do I need to adapt to real quick to make this situation work?
Yeah.
And those situations like that, when it's really your back is against the wall and you really got a crunch time. You just got to be there and be ready to deliver. And when you can't deliver in the moment, you got to be able to take the constructive criticism that they're giving you, and you got to be able to adapt to it like that and make it work for the situation.
Man, that's beautiful, man. That's a perfect segue. You play with Jacquees, but then you also play with Donnie McClurkin. How is it? Is there a difference between gospel and R&B? How do you approach gospel versus R&B?
Different approaches of gospel versus R&B. R&B is, I'll say, R&B is more structured. R&B is way more structured. What we play every night is gonna be the same thing every night. From my setups, leading the band to where we need to go, or leading Jacquees into a different part of a segue or a transition or an interlude. Everything is like clockwork. So it's repetitive. They know what I'm gonna play, how I'm gonna play it. I know what they're gonna play. So when I feel like I want to accent them or accent the dancers or accent Jacquees, I know what's happening. So that is really more so locked in. As far as gospel, your approach to gospel is kind of like church a little bit. The song structures are very detailed, and you're gonna do everything that you need to do for the song. As far as your placement, your elements, your nuances, and embellishing the song. But we could we can be in a set, and we can start with the stems, and in the middle of the song, Donnie might want to go somewhere, or not just Donnie, but just just in general, a gospel artist might want to just go somewhere because they feel the spirit, and they want to just adapt to the room, adapt to what the spirit is saying. So being in the gospel realm, you definitely have to be more eyes open, more attentive, more everything.
Wow.
Playing the Jacquees show, I can play that mug in the yeah. So I don't have to think when it comes to Jacquees. Like I know the show, I know the vocal cues that he's gonna go for me to start the track. Because I don't just play drums for the Quee. I program the show, so I run the programming of the show. So I know all the cues. I know everything that he's gonna do and say to start the songs, end the songs, or do this, whatever. So R&B, I can play that, without thinking, because it's just gonna be something every night. Gospel though, definitely head on the swivel. Like I'm looking at Trent, I'm looking at Donnie, I'm looking at my band members, like just that type of thing.
Which one do
But
you
Dre,
like?
man,
Which one do you like better?
Which one do I like better? Well, man, I love the Lord. I'm a church boy, so. Which do I like better? Honestly, man, I honestly can't say. They both just have they certain energies and they certain vibes. Um, as far as just what's the overall vibe that's gonna just absolutely feel better to
Yeah.
just my inner being as a person, definitely gospel. And
Same.
I'm only saying Donnie because no matter how the crowd is responding, what we do on stage doesn't change.
Mm.
So, we're tapped in, when we're with Donnie. We pray before we go on stage. All of that. We're family oriented in both camps, but we're really family, we pray before we go on stage. We have moments of laughter and care. Donnie is Pastor Donnie is I don't want to just say it so informal. Pastor Donnie is so he's so the real deal. Like he's real transparent. If you guys know anything about his testimony or anything else like that, he's so transparent in everything.
Yeah.
His old struggles,
Yeah.
his life, his upbringing, and every time we go with Donnie, it's just a new lesson. It's just it's a new something. He just challenges us as humans and as Christians, as believers.
Wow.
We'll be sitting around and he'll do a random game of call out a scripture and recite it. And you can't say the common ones. So you can't say
Oh wow.
Psalms 23. You can't say Genesis 1 and 1. And,
Right.
You can't do that. You gotta actually give a real scripture and give the context behind it and everything else like that. Or
That's what's up.
name the first 5 books of the Bible, or name the classifications of the books of the Bible.
Wow.
Meaning
Wow.
the history books, the minor and major prophets, the books of the gospel, the books of law, all of that. Like he goes through all of that. So
Wow.
that kind of just that resonates with the team the whole time we're there. So that's why that's why it sits more with me with gospel, because no matter what's going on with the crowd, we're good on stage. Now, the overall vibe though of the crowd, who can get more turned up, is definitely Jacquees, of course.
Hey, I saw the show. I saw the show, bro. I saw it.
Yeah, if you saw the show, man, you know, man, that crowd will take you to different places. Like and your sense of highness, like eternal highness, like you just so adrenaline up and everything. But it fluctuates. Some nights it may not hit the same as another night, and that's not necessarily because we're doing something different. Jacquees is a more locked in show.
Yeah.
We're doing the same thing every night, but the crowd doesn't always participate the same.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's good.
Their energy, we don't let their energy bother us, but as far as where overall levels can go, oh yeah, definitely R&B and pop by far can take you to like an euphoric level, almost like
Yes.
Wow.
Listen, man, I'm a drummer, man. What kind of rig do you prefer to play on?
Oh man,
what do you use?
So I use as far as my personals right now, I'm in the process of working through some situations. But as far as personals right now, I got Yamaha drums. They're my babies. They're my babies because those are the first drums that I bought with my own money. So I would.
That's cool. That's real. That's real right there.
I would never relinquish those. However, though, I'm a Pearl guy. I love Pearl drums all the way. I mean, every series, the session select, the pure reference, the references, the masters, the masterworks. They don't make any bad drums. Like Tom sing, snare cracks through, kick drum like thunder. Like I love their hardware is amazing. Sabian cymbals, I love Sabian. They just fit to what I need, like the tone and the resonance of my soul, like that I love to translate to the crowd. Sabian does everything for me. Big First, completely durable for what I need. I can play 3 shows on one set of sticks, and I don't play light, you know. So when you play in them big arenas, you need to hit, you need to be present. So big first sticks and rolling electronics. That's all my main stuff.
Drum heads.
Oh,
all right,
Primo, gotta go with the crown.
What about drum heads? All right. That's what's up. That's good. That's all the way. That's good. That's good. That's good. Real good. Tell us. Go ahead, Cedric.
You go ahead, Steve. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. You go ahead and follow up. You got to follow up.
You mentioned large crowds. And, coming from Rockford, you see a crowd, church crowds, or if you're playing in clubs, you see 250 people, maybe 500 people. But playing in front of large crowds for the first time, how did that make you feel?
Oh, man, a bittersweet kind of feeling. Sweet because it's everything you dreamed of. It's everything you worked for, everything you practiced for, and everything you prayed to God for. Bitter though, because you get up there, man, and you nervous. No matter how prepared you are, no matter how much you practice, no matter how much you know the show front, backwards, sideways, everything. If we completely change the order of the show, I would still know every song and every interlude and everything. It still drives you crazy. It's still a nerve-wracking feeling because you get up there and you get to that place and you just want to give your best.
Yeah.
And those type of nerves will literally eat at you. Like from the moment you walk on there and you see everybody out there and they're looking dead at you. Stage is only so big. They're looking at the band. They're looking at the artist. It definitely can nerve wrack you, no matter how prepared you are. But I've been told, and I thoroughly believe this with all my heart. Nerves are a sign of humility. If you're not nervous, you're too confident in what you can do, and therefore you're not scared to make a mistake.
Yeah.
Fear is a good thing because fear makes you grounded.
Yes.
Fear makes you be on your toes. And so nerves is always a good thing. So you're nervous up until I hit the space bar or, Trent counts us in or my MDs count us in. And then at that point, it's like, all right, these nerves got to go. And then the moment that, they hear the drums kick off or the moment that they hear whatever intro that's going on, the energy and the hype just comes through and next thing you know, everybody is just ready and it's just exciting. It immediately shifts from nerves to just high.
Yeah.
I mean, that's literally
wow.
That's what's up.
From nerves to high.
Dre, how do you balance, man, being on the road and the schedule you have with your personal life, when you have some time for yourself, how do you find balance?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, like I said, I'm a firm believer, firm disciple. Got my flaws, of course, everybody does, but I stay grounded and praying. I pray before I touch the kit, before the show, no matter the venue, just God, let my playing be effective to somebody. Let this be a healing power to somebody because music heals. So let this heal. And let you do what needs to happen, no matter the type of show it is. And staying grounded and finding the balance comes a lot from I have a strong support system. My support system doesn't really require much of me when it's time to work. Whether that's family, whether that's my significant other, it doesn't really matter. Everybody knows what it is that I do. So they support me. I feel their prayers. They'll pray for me before I go on show. They'll give me words of encouragement. Sometimes they'll call me during the show, and I'll be on FaceTime with them. And, so I can look over and see them and they, giving me thumbs up or nodding their head to the beat. Can't hear nothing that's going on, but they just hear drums. So, my balance is actually very balanced. A lot of road life, everybody knows really how to balance. Everybody knows when personal time is personal time. So if we're in the airport and I walk off or somebody else walk off, and they're on the phone, they might be talking to their spouse or talking back at home. So, just give them their time, and when we're on the tour bus, somebody goes to the back of the bus or goes to their bunk and close the curtain, personal time, so everybody just knows how to respect each other's boundaries. So when it's time for me to have my personal time, or if I'm feeling away on the road because I miss my family, I miss my significant other, it's times that I can branch off and do what I need to do to recollect myself to be able to work. But it's very taxing. It is very taxing when when you, like the schedule I gave you guys, with Jacquees' schedule, I'm working during the night, sleeping during the day. That completely counteracts the schedule that my family, my significant other is on. While I'm sleeping, my significant other is at work, and then when she's free, I'm working. So it's definitely a huge conflict sometimes, and it's definitely a fine balance that you have to maintain. I know I'm on the road, but I have to make a certain amount of hours work for my family, work for my significant other, because that road can get you. It can. Yeah. And I'm not even saying from outside influences. I'm just saying just from the schedule that you have, that the road can get you.
That's good stuff.
Yeah, it's real good, man. Also, during this time of COVID, what are you doing now? Just everything's kind of shut down. I know you're not on tour. I think you guys are on schedule to go overseas. Is that correct?
Yeah, man.
Your European tour, and that got canceled.
Oh man, this summer when we locked in Jacquees, actually Jacquees and Donnie, we was all gonna be moving a lot. Donnie, with Pastor Donnie, we just dropped the album earlier this year. And Jacquees, we just locked in the gig. So Jacquees had dates running basically every weekend, going overseas. Wow. We was gonna do an overseas leg of the tour, which was gonna last about another 5 weeks, I believe. We had all the scheduling festivals going on, South by Southwest, Coachella, everything like that. What happened, man, it just shut everybody down. Absolutely. So how I'm maintaining now really is thankfully my church is still fully in session right now. So I'm still collecting my compensation from that, and that's maintaining me. Thankfully, I can't say the same for everybody. So that alone is a real grateful place to be in. And then also, I'm still maintaining work in the studio as well. That's also a blessing. People reaching out to me saying, "Hey, I need you to cut drums," or "I need your, I need your arranging advice. I need your programming. I need you to program something out for me or arrange something in Ableton or Pro Tools for me." So all of those different avenues is different ways that I make money. So that's how I kind of been just staying afloat and keeping busy, really. Just still doing studio work and working at the church.
What advice do you have for, a lot of musicians right now, they're out of work. They're not able to make any money at all. They're able to do any gigs at any clubs. What advice you have for them that they can be doing right now to just, either better their skills or creative ways that they can make money?
Oh, man. I would say right now, man, the playing field is even. And I mean that, and Cedric already know exactly what I'm talking about when I say that. With COVID, if you really want a shot at the next level right now, practice your butt off.
That's beautiful.
Yes, sir. When this world opens back up and every artist is going to want to tour at the same time, everybody's going to want to be doing everything at the same time, this will be the time that you get your shot.
That is
you can't do it. I can't do everything. My bandmates can't do everything. The next drummer, the next band can't do everything. So this will be the time for you to really embellish your craft, get to the next level of playing, get to the next level of studying, get to the next level of retention. Don't be that musician that can play everything, but you can't retain the song for nothing.
That's so right. That's so right.
That will lead you down. A lot of these situations happen last minute. That's just being real. A lot of situations happen last minute.
Wow.
So work on everything. Work on your timing. Work on your chops. Work on your feel. Work on your feel above chops. Hear me. Any work on your feel above chops.
That
Chops,
pocket.
Beautiful,
chops
man.
is
That's
definitely
beautiful.
nice. Chops
That
is
is
definitely
beautiful,
nice,
man.
but please know, your theory. Please know,
Yeah.
your different feels. Drummers know your
Right.
setups.
Talk to him. Yeah.
Bass players know that you're supposed to hold the note for 3 beats and not a whole note, or staccato, or thumping, or slapping. All of that. Like, work on your total vocabulary as a musician right now,
That's it,
and
man.
because honestly, when you in the right place and if you're doing everything in the right heart, the opportunity is gonna come to you. Everybody, I truly believe, and not just in the musical sense, but in the world sense in general. If you're really passionate about something and if you really want something, God will open the door for you to at least achieve the next level at least one time.
Yeah.
What you do with that opportunity, though, is solely on you if you're ready or not.
Man.
So
That is
Good stuff.
beautiful, man.
right now is the time that every musician, if you aspire to be on the next level, practice, 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 everything. Just practice.
Wow.
Be ready.
Wow, that is beautiful. That is beautiful. Let me ask you a question, man. Who do you listen to? Who's in you?
Oh man.
What's on the playlist?
Man,
Yeah,
it just
who's on your
depends.
playlist?
It depends on the day. It just depends on what's going on. I can rock a little bit with trap music, so I can rock with the baby and
Yeah.
all those type of guys a little bit. But excuse me. But as far as just who musically inspires me and who I just always listen to, I love, of course, Snarky Puppy. I love Corey Henry and the Funko Pops. I love PJ Morton.
I
Wow.
love him too, man. Yes, sir.
I love Dirty Loop. I love Ricky Miller. I love Jacob Collier. I love Anomaly. Man, it's just I got playlists for days, just depending on the vibe and the mood that I want to just go for and what I want to be locked into for the day. But those type of guys, Robert Glasper, Chris Daddy Dave, man, those
Yes.
guys, man, I could listen to them on repeat and just never move from that playlist.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Fantastic, man. Tell me something. Give me your thoughts, man. You know what's going on in America right now with the Black Lives Matter movement. There's a lot happening, man. Give me your thoughts on that.
Man, it's too much happening, man. Honestly, I think as a black man in America, you're gonna come into a situation at least once in your life. I've been blessed. I've been fortunate. God has allowed me to have a couple nice things that I want. I got a nice truck. I got a bike. But there's been times, I've personally been in certain areas that as a young black man, I shouldn't be driving a Lincoln Navigator. I shouldn't be riding, a nice decked out motorcycle. And so with everything that's going on, I think right now, just of course, black people stay of course aware of everything. Stay aware of your surroundings. With everything that's going on, the closet doors are being opened. And true colors of America is finally pulling back. So racists aren't scared to be racist anymore. Discrimination is at an all-time high. Besides post-slavery, so or post Jim Crow area. So with everything that's just going on, I would just suggest black people just stick to yourself. Just be safe. Protect you and your family at all costs. It's just really all I can say.
Yeah.
I don't pray I ever have to run into a situation, but I do pray for the person. If you do come up to my truck, you better know that you finna meet the Father if you try me. So,
Right.
it's just that's the time we in right now. You just got to be aware and be stayed up on your toes. And then just also on the flip side, because I do have a lot of genuine Caucasian friends.
Glad you brought that up. Yeah.
Right now, it's just a lot of time. Yes, it's just a lot of time for genuine conversations and awareness being brought ahead. Since everything has happened, I've had actually quite a number of my Caucasian friends reach out to me and be like, like I really just don't know. Like, break this down to me. Like, what do you guys really experience? Like, no holds barred. Like, I've had those conversations, where, police officers will literally just pull us over, driving under the speed limit, driving over the speed limit, driving in the area that you shouldn't be in, when I can't even go to a park and barbecue with my family without somebody trying to call the cops on me, or if I can't even go to my own car and pull something out the car without it looking like I'm trying to break into it. Like, they'll never really truly understand our reality, no matter how much we break it down to them. But we can make them more aware on a personal level. So, to my white friends that have reached out, it's really just been a good even trade of hey, I know from their side, hey, I know we're in a privileged space, but really, what is it that you guys go through? How can we build this, build the bridge to bring this gap back together? And a lot of it, I think we all just kind of know this, as especially as people of color, man. We just want, equality.
That's all. That's it.
Yes.
Yeah.
I shouldn't have to do the same job that John is doing, and John is getting $15 and I'm getting minimum wage.
That's right.
Or I shouldn't have to, I shouldn't have to, give my kid a non-urban first name and an urban middle name, call him by his middle name for all his life, and then give him a level name just so he can get a loan.
Yeah, just to make him seem safe. Right.
Just to make him seem safe. Exactly.
Right.
I shouldn't have to do all of that.
Right.
I should be able to name my son DeAndre, and he got just as good of a chance as a Brad or a John.
Right. That's right.
Or Richard. Yep. So, we just want equality. And then, if we can be greedy, which I do think we do deserve to be a little greedy, considering, the situation, give us some equity. Give us our 40 acres and a mule.
Yeah, man, I'm on.
Reparations.
That's what
reparations, baby. Reparations.
They just how much they spent out? They spent out billions.
Yeah.
Add it up.
Pandemic. They just spent out billions in this pandemic. If y'all would have gave every African American household $3 million. Every African American household, $3 million.
Yes. Add it up.
Add it up. Yeah.
Reparations.
Y'all spent billions to give to. Y'all spent billions to give to the big businesses and small businesses. Like it was some trillions that we gave as a country.
Yeah.
Because of the COVID and everything. It was some trillions that we gave out.
That's right.
You could have gave $1 trillion, divided it up equally, and just given it to all Black people. So it's things that we can do, but the foot just won't be taken off. The knee won't be taken off our necks.
What are your plans? I mean, but what are your plans going forward? I mean, you playing with artists, but do you have any goals that you have set personally that you like to accomplish going forward?
Absolutely. I don't want to. God willing, if I can be the Calvin Rogers and the Brian Fraser Moores and, everybody who's in their, 40s and almost 50s still touring and playing drums on high levels, that's definitely, the dream and the goal, of course. But if God doesn't see fit to bless me with that, but what I'm doing right now, I'm real business minded. I don't like to work hard, honestly. I mean, not work hard. I don't like to,
right.
Much energy. I work efficiently. I don't work.
There you go.
I don't work
smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
Right.
Work smarter, definitely. Not.
Yeah.
So I want, I'm in the process right now of, making situations and making, money, management and money projects that's gonna eventually, put money back into my pocket without me even having to supervise it. That's the end goal. I love music. And I've always, one of my main prayers have always been, God, just if you don't let me go all the way to 40 and 50, just let what I do now set the provisions to what I want to really set up for my family, my significant other, my kids. Because I do want to, I want to, I want to be rich. I want to be rich.
Yeah.
Ain't no problem with saying I want to be rich, and I don't want to have to go to school for 10 or 12 years, build up all the student loan debt and everything else like that.
You ain't never lied there. Yeah. Yeah.
With this technology age and everything else like that, man, getting rich is really not hard. Being a millionaire at this point is not hard to do. Being a millionaire really ain't even a prestige title anymore.
That's right.
No, not at all.
That's right.
Yeah, you need more than that nowadays.
Yeah, you need more than that.
Need more than that. Yeah.
So I'm just in a mindset of, while I'm young, while I'm able to work and really not really sleep and stuff like that, while I can, just go for hours and hours at a time, I'm just trying to be productive with my time. Because by the time I'm 35 and 40, like in my latter years, I want to kick back. I want to, enjoy life, travel as I want to see fit.
I know that's right.
As I want to see fit. So and that's really where my mind is right now. I'm just taking this opportunity right now to regroup and recollect myself. I had a wrist accident, about a month and a half back.
I seen you got a cast there going, yeah.
It's off right now, just letting my arm heal. But I did have a wrist injury, so I'm just taking this time to regroup and recollect myself, because I know when the world does open back up, gigs will be flowing in, and I'm just taking all that time and taking all that those resources and compensation to just provide the way. So in another 10 years, another 15 years, I ain't got to grind as hard.
I know that's right. I hear you.
Proofs, man.
I hear you.
Yeah.
I like to say this, man. We're getting we've got about 6 minutes left. Man, we're very proud of you, man. We're very proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. And what I really like about you, you're a Rockford person, man. You love Rockford, man. You love Rockford people. You are us, man. So
absolutely.
Yes.
We're so proud of you, man. So keep doing what you're doing, bro. Keep
doing
it.
Yeah, you're doing it big, baby. You're doing it big.
Yep.
Are you endorsed by anybody? Any of the products that you use, are they endorsing you in any way?
No, not at the moment. Just that's all I say. Just not at the moment.
Okay.
That's all I say. Just not at the moment.
Okay. I got it. I got you.
But
I got you.
God willing, when everything sparks back up,
Hey, hey, y'all endorse this man. Y'all endorse this man.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
So I appreciate you guys, just being able to hear talk life, talk music, talk, the road, talk.
Yeah.
Just I'm always grateful.
Hey man, we're grateful.
My small little story and help give my little advice. No matter how big or small, I just hope if I'm not where I want to be yet, but
yeah.
I do have a little knowledge, and so hopefully I can just give what I do know, and it helps the next person, because I want to see us grow. I want to see us be bigger and better.
For sure.
Fred is making it out of Rockford. Michelle Williams.
Yeah. It must be something about that Auburn thing, though. Auburn High School.
Auburn. Absolutely.
Them nights, man.
There you go, baby.
Auburn, man. Them nights, man. We breed greatness, man.
Man, good grief, man.
Yes.
So
yes. Well, man, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just grateful for the opportunity, and man, I just appreciate you guys, just wanting to reach out and talk to me and, give my thoughts on things, man. I'm humbled, like really humbled and honored, and appreciate it.
Man, well, we're grateful that you accepted. You were our first interview. Man, we enjoyed having you. This was a great conversation, man.
Very great, man.
We gotta do part 2, baby. We gotta do part 2.
Man, y'all let me know.
Part 2 after COVID, man.
After COVID, I might be on the road and maybe could get artist in the camera a little bit.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. Y'all just let me know, man. We can definitely make this happen again, with new experiences, and as God elevates me, I'll definitely drop more wisdom if that's what's needed. Absolutely.
Great, man.
Right.
Well, hey, it's been great. Go ahead, Cedric. Go ahead, man.
Right. Go ahead, Steve.
I was just saying it was great having you, man. It's been great having you on our show. We appreciate you, man, and keep up the good work, man. Love you, man. Much love to you.
Love you,
man.
bro.
Much love, bro. Sid and Steve, man. I appreciate you guys, man. You guys be safe, and well wishes to the family, to both of you guys. I know both of you.
Likewise.
To everybody, and I should see everybody soon. So you guys stay
Tell
safe.
your dad we said what's up, man. Tell your dad what's up.
Absolutely.
How's he doing?
Man, he's doing good. He's doing real good. Living his best life in Houston.
I know that's right.
I'm ready to see him, but I can't. Texas ain't letting nobody in or out.
Yeah,
really,
right.
So, I just gotta wait till all this is over. But same thing, I gotta Zoom him or FaceTime him. But he's doing good, man. He's doing really well.
Well,
That's
cool,
good.
man. Well, we about to sign off, but before we do, I want to just give our condolences to Chadwick Boseman and his family. We lost him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
To cancer at 43, man. That's really really sad, man. A tremendous loss for us. And then we want to shout out a happy birthday to Asia Penix.
Happy birthday, Asia.
Happy birthday, Asia.
Yeah. Soldier.
Yes, baby girl.
Hey, man, listen, she is holding 815 down right now.
Yes, she is. Yeah, she's doing good things.
Hey, happy birthday, and man, you stay safe. Listen, stay safe though too, Asia.
Yes.
I have to say this to everybody.
Brother, y'all, go ahead, say it.
Everybody out there, please vote. Please exercise your right to vote. I'm not telling you who to vote for, but please get out there and vote, y'all.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Age just keep soldiering. Any young brothers out there, you see Age out there, man, y'all get around that sister. Let's stand with that black woman, man. Stand with her and get around her and
Don't
protect
let her
her.
be out there by herself.
Also, absolutely. Happy birthday to Charlie May, the Gator?
Yeah,
Charlie May Gator.
Yep.
From New Zion Missionary Baptist Church back in the old days, secretary, many years. Happy birthday. Much love. I think that's all I got, Cedric. What you have, man?
All right, we signing off. That's cool. Thank you, DeAndre, man. Appreciate you, bro.
DeAndre, thank you, man. Love you, man. Much love, bro.
Guys, man. Much love to y'all, man. Let me know. We can do this again.
Cool.
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Sign off. Take it easy. Thank everybody for tuning in. All right. Later on.